U.S. domestic oil production this month exceeded imports for the first time in 16 years. Is this the beginning of a new energy renaissance in this country? Is it sustainable? Institute for Energy Research CEO Tom Pyle joins me now. Tom, so the U.S. met 88% of our own energy needs in February. Are we moving towards 100%?
We're moving fast, and you know, it's a great news story, and there's going to be a lot of these. The advances in the technology have far exceeded anyone's expectations.
Fracking, horizontal drilling,
yeah,
that
absolutely.
kind of thing.
I mean, we're looking at an energy boom in this country that we haven't seen since the beginnings. Unfortunately, we could be doing a lot better if we had some policies in Washington that were more aligned with the realities of the day technologically.
Oh, well, it's a leading statement, so I'll ask the obvious question. What kind of policies do you think that we need?
Well, you know, the states that are enjoying this boom are the ones who don't have federal land in their states. North Dakota, for example, Pennsylvania. Policies at the federal level that are stymieing production on federal lands are basically cramping the economic revitalization of those states.
Like what, Tom? Be specific.
Well, it takes triple the time to get a permit to drill for oil on a federal land than it does state or private land, and that's a low estimate. There have been slow walking in the development process. They find every excuse in the book not to allow oil and gas production, but yet they seem to have the foresight or the ability to fast track other forms of energy. Wind and solar, for example, they've been fast tracking permits for that. You know, we have a president who is benefited more from oil and gas than any other president in history and has been more anti-oil and gas than any other president in history at the same time. It's very convenient for him.
Okay, well, do you see this changing anytime soon? Over the next, call it months to a year, will the federal government be a help, or this continue?
At the rate we're going, probably not. But fortunately, it's not going to stymie this boom. And I think you're going to see, if we ever get, for example, the Keystone Pipeline approved, you're going to see the strengthening of the relationship with Canada, who, by the way, is a pretty good ally. Last time I checked, we weren't worried about terrorist threats from Canadians. So it just makes all kinds of sense for us to let this boom continue and let it expand to other states, because the energy story will only get better and better.
You know, Tom, when I see numbers like this, you have to ask, should we be aiming for 100% energy independence? Because it's something that you hear bandied about in Washington all the time. Is that actually a good goal?
I think it's a good rallying phrase, but the reality is it's a global commodity. The good news is that if we continue to outpace our imports, we're going to be a market setter, not a market taker. We won't be at the mercy of some of these other countries.
So you mean OPEC is over if this trend continues?
Absolutely, and they're very concerned about it. You could tell from their last round of meetings that they're starting to scratch their heads about what to do about this shale revolution.
Can they do anything about it?
I think you're going to see a realignment of strategic partnerships across the country and across the world, I should say. And who knows what that brings. You know, with respect to foreign policy, it certainly brings up some interesting questions. But at the end of the day, as long as we continue to strive for an aggressive production here at home, it can only benefit our economy.
So North Dakota, the new OPEC, Institute for Energy Research CEO Tom Pyle, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Mary.